Here we go again, this is Google Apps Updates Roundup number 40, and in this episode I'm gonna share with you 18 new changes in Google Apps that will make your life easier. If you are new here, this is Emad and here's the channel's donation link. And if you are interested in this type of videos, please hit the subscribe button to get notified about my upcoming episodes. So now let me show you what are the 18 new features I have for you. I will start with Google Photos, and the first change is under the Search tab. Now we have a new section called Documents that includes multiple categories to automatically classify the type of documents you have in your gallery. So for example, I have a category for the driving license that includes my actual driving license without me doing anything. We have another one for text messaging, one for receipts, menus, passports, signature, identity documents, posters, even the screenshots that look like documents are included, handwritten documents, normal documents, and finally the signs. So this feature will make it much easier for you to locate these types of images in your gallery without organizing them yourself. The second change in Google Photos is the new themed memories. Google Photos will now create memories for important events like Christmas, Ramadan, New Year's Eve, Diwali, and so on. That also include memories for birthdays, graduation parties, and more. So for example, here's one of the birthday memories automatically created for me under the month of October 2021, and these memories will show in a grid as shown here on the screen. So it depends on what type of events you've been through, you will find these memories under each month. Change number 3 is the enhanced cinematic photos. So for example, this is the old version. And as you see here, the movement is only in one direction, which is towards you. But when you take a look at the new version, you will see a new angle to the cinematic photo. So now it's moving towards the side, not only front and back. And that makes it look much better than before. Number 4 is the ability to turn off the auto playback for videos and motion photos while scrolling through your gallery. And in this case, all you need to do is to jump to your Google Photos settings, then choose Photo Grid Playback. When you go inside, you will see 2 toggles, one for videos and one for motion photos. Change number 5 and the last one I'm going to show you in Google Photos is the new enhanced multi-select and sharing workflow. But unfortunately, it's only available on iOS for now. When I multi-select photos now, as you see at the top left corner, there is a new bubble that shows you the count and a small X to dismiss your selection. And also there is a new card that appears at the bottom of the screen with all the options you might need in this carousel. And when you expand the card, you will also get some quick shortcuts to send these photos to your recent contacts or add them to your albums, and you can also check the location. If we're going to compare this to the current design I have here on my 6 Pro, as you see, all the options are located at the top right corner and most of them are hidden under the ellipsis button. So this new design will make it much easier to reach the options, especially if you have a phone with a big screen. And now it's time for today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by cdkeyoffers.com. It's an online digital store that sells original Windows 10 and Office keys in a very discounted price. Not only this, but you can use my special promo code ID20 to get extra 25% discount instead of the regular 20%. As you see, you can get a Windows 10 OEM key for $15.18, which is insanely cheap. And if you are interested in Microsoft Office Professional Plus, you can get it for $44 after discount using the same promo code ID20. Please check the links in the description below, and now let's get back to the review. Next, Google Play Store. And the only change I'm going to show you today is the new Offers tab. From here, you can check all the offers in the Play Store under the same page. So you have offers for apps, games, movie purchases, ebooks, movie rentals, and when you scroll all the way up, you will see the featured offers that you can scroll through horizontally. That will definitely make it much easier for you to check everything under one page instead of going through each page separately like before. Next, Google Chrome. And now the multi-instances feature made its way to the stable version. I already talked about this feature before in one of my previous videos, but it was only available in Chrome Canary. And now let me show you how it works if you are not familiar with it. When you tap on the ellipsis button at the top right corner, you will see a new option here called Manage Windows. Tapping on it will give you this floating card with the ability to create a new window like this. And when you tap on a new window and then go to your recent apps screen, you will see multiple instances of your Google Chrome, so you can use them in a split screen like this. Also keep in mind, each window has its own tabs that doesn't impact the other. So for example, in this window I have 12 tabs open while the other one has only one tab. You can also use this feature to organize your tabs that way. And finally, if you want to move a specific tab to another window, tap the ellipsis button and then tap on move to other window. It will show you the currently open ones, so you can choose whatever you want and then move tab. Now let me show you how to fully activate Chrome's reading list feature on your Android device. Previously, I was only able to view my reading list, which includes all the pages I added using Chrome on my Windows machine without any option to add the pages using my phone. But now, after activating a couple of flags, when I tap on the bookmarks icon, now I'm getting a floating card at the bottom of the screen with the option to add the page to my reading list like this. To activate the same feature, head over to Chrome, :/flags and look for reading list and enables bookmark bottom sheet. Activate those two flags, relaunch your Google Chrome, and you are good to go. Change number 3 and the last one, when you try to view an article in Google Chrome, you will get this floating banner at the top. To activate the simplified view, it appears for 3 seconds and then goes away. It looks similar to the downloads a new floating banner, but for another feature. And this is just a screenshot I took earlier to show you how it looks. Next, Google Fit on iOS can now measure your heart rate and respiratory rate using your iPhone's camera. So let's tap on check your heart rate. It will take you through the wizard on how to use the feature and how to place your finger on the camera. And once you give access to the camera, you need to place your finger on the correct lens and give it some time until it measures your heart rate. You can also use the flash to improve the results like this. So you will make it easier for the phone to detect your heart rate. And to track your respiratory rate, you will need to use the front-facing camera instead, and it will tell you how to position yourself in front of the camera. And once you do all the instructions, the phone will start measuring your heart rate, giving you the results in the same way we saw with the heart rate. And if you are using Google Fit version 2.69 on your Android phone and have the Nest Hub 2nd Gen, you will see more and improved sleep data like the sleep stages graph. Unfortunately, I don't have the Nest Hub 2nd Gen to show you how it looks, but I'm gonna leave this article link in the description below, and it will give you all the details you need to know about the feature. Next, Google Assistant. And now if you have a smart speaker or a smart display, you can ask Google Assistant to stop talking without using the magic word. And as an example, here I have my Nest Home Mini to show you how it works. Tell me a joke.
What do you get
Stop.
when you put a...
So as you saw, I managed to stop it without saying the magic word, similar to the quick phrases feature we saw with the Pixel 6 series. Now let's talk about Google's productivity apps, and the first one is Google Calendar. Now on your Android device, you will see your account profile picture at the top right corner, so you can tell which account you are currently using, and you can also swipe to quickly switch between your accounts. Tapping on it will show you the same regular floating card with all the accounts you have and the ability to add a new one if you want. Next, Google Docs on the web now has the option to add watermarks to your documents. Just click on the Insert menu and choose Watermark. It will give you two options, either to add an image or text only. To add an image, you can choose between multiple sources like Google Drive, Google Photos, Google Search. You can also use a URL, your PC camera, or finally upload a file from your hard drive. After adding the image, you can change the scale, make it faded, and that's pretty much it. You can also use some text as your watermark with some formatting options, like the ability to change the font, the size, the transparency, choose between diagonal or horizontal orientation, and more. Now let's talk about some Pixel exclusive changes, and the first one is in the At a Glance widget. When you go to its settings page, you will see Material You Support with more toggles to control certain features. For example, timer and stopwatch. So if you have a timer or a stopwatch running, your At a Glance will show the counter. So if you don't want this to happen, simply turn off the switch. You can do the same for bedtime and the fitness. If you are not familiar with fitness, it's a new feature in the At a Glance widget, which will allow you to see your activity info from your fitness app. And finally, when you tap on more ways to customize, it will take you to the same old page we used to have. Next, under the Wallpaper and the Style app, we got 3 new wallpapers under the Curated Culture category. And here is the first one, this is the second, and finally the third. Last but not least, Google Camera had an issue reading QR codes for some people in certain scenarios, but Google pushed a quick update to solve this problem. So these are the 18 new features I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed them and you will start using them immediately, and please let me know in the comments if I missed anything. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.